Welcome back. Welcome back to my channel, guys. Um, this will be part one of what if Deku was the Watcher. If you don't know who the Watcher is, um, he's basically made by the YouTuber. I'll link the link down in the description to the playlist of that YouTuber's. He has like 5 episodes, but they're very good. I'm not gonna lie. He basically goes after uh, people who aren't very good. You'll see. I'll link the description below. Uh, There's one that's gonna be a vigilante. What if? So yeah, Deku's gonna be a vigilante because it makes sense. So let's start it off. Oh, and before I start this, y'all pick the ship. Who do you want him to be with? Um, he could be anybody. To be honest, I kind of want to ship him with Melissa, but it's up to y'all. Um, so yeah, y'all choose who y'all want the ship to be. Oh, and no Uraraka. No, no. And it's not because I don't like her. What the fuck are they talking about? It's not that I don't like her. It just I don't really care too much. In a sense, it's gonna probably be him and him and Deku are gonna be canon. I don't like to do canonicities stuff in my what if, like ship wise, because I don't. But yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. So y'all choose the ship. Anyway, let's get started. So Deku's an orphan. His mother got it's not Inko, but his mother got killed. Because of a fight between a villain and a hero. So he didn't have two quirks, and his worst quirk is an enhancement quirk, kind of like Alpha One, except not as strong. It's like a little bit less stronger than it, but it's still pretty strong. And the other quirk is illusion, or more not eyesight illusion, but mental illusion. He can mentally for him he makes you in your mind. He makes him appear as something supernatural, something more than a human. So that's his correct. Ooh. So he basically can make you think he's anything, and he could be anywhere and everywhere. So basically, that's his other quirk. He can just mentally he can um, shift the image you see of him. It's kind of like an illusion quirk, but you know it's a lot more. It's a more mental illusion than eyesight illusion. But yeah, those are his two quirks. Um, so he's in an orphanage, and in an orphanage, he does talk to people, but he tends to keep to himself unless people come up to him and talk to him. And that he keeps to himself. But he's very smart. He's very smart. But at the age of 7, he's like you're like a teenage IQ. So like you can do all their math problems better than they can. Sometimes even than the better than the teachers can. So his IQ is very high. He's very smart. And technology-wise, he's even smarter. Like he has a phone that he knows from like uh, old equipment and CPUs and all that. From what, and so yeah, he's very smart and he's very analytical. Like analyze why he's very analytical and everything. So he has his own room. So in his own, like he has a small room. This version is not bad, but it's not the greatest, but it's not the worst. He doesn't like heroes and he doesn't like villains. Well, he doesn't like them, but he doesn't hate them. He dislikes heroes who he kind of like saying he dislikes heroes who do it for the fame or for the money. He dislikes them, or who take credit even though they're not really even though they really did it. Or and villains, it's kind of it depends on what villain more, because he knows um, some villains don't really what you call it don't have a choice but to choose that lifestyle because of bullying, because of their quirk or their villainous quirk. People don't give them a chance, so they know like they have no other option. He understands those, but like villains who just enjoy making people suffer, enjoy the pain. He doesn't like those villains. So, um, so they just have and by they just have he's very smart. Um, and he trains. He trains a lot, like physically wise. His push-ups, sit-ups. So much where he can lift. Um, he trains his body up so he can endure hits and all that. He puts his body through a lot of pain, so his pain tolerance goes up as well. And he does martial arts with weapon combat, non-weapon combat, hand-to-hand combat, all that. And he studies heroes and villains. Like he studies heroes to see, like he watches a lot of hero footage of a certain hero. He sees where the best at, where the moves are at, what the special moves are, like what the weaknesses are, what the strengths are, how, and so he, he studies them. So we're gonna skip at the age of 12. So that's gonna start off. It's the age of 12, and it's nighttime. He's gonna do his first vigilante outing. He doesn't have this. He has like it's gonna be by the time where the anime starts, he already has the mask. But this is the first vigilante work, so he has a face cover, like it covers his. You can see his eyes, but you can't. But you can see his mouth and his jaw and all of that. And he has a hoodie, a black hoodie, so he's covered all in black. And so he's patrolling. Who we can do it? Who we gonna do it to? Let's say there's random villains. There's random people. Um, you know, I know who I'm gonna do. He sees like a group of guys going after this girl. It's gonna be a random girl. So there's no one from the main characters or the characters It's just a random character. They go after her and her child. And they're gonna do some inexplicable things. I'm not gonna get into detail. Y'all figure it out. Y'all figure it out. If you don't, you don't. But he stops them. He jumps down and he just starts attacking all of them, and brutally too. He's like, huh? He does. He hacks into the phone. He says who they are, what their name is, where their address at, and so he goes into like he sneakily takes out one by one until he leaves the leader, and after he knocks them out, he grabs the leader, and chucks it. Like the leader don't know. It's very quick. He knocks all of them out real quick, and he breaks their bones and everything, and taps them, and so the leader is talking to the lady, but the lady is scared because she sees what he doesn't know whether it's a good guy or bad guy, and he grabs the leader and he kicks him up and he tells the lady his voice, he makes his voice deep. He's like, "Go ahead, go." And, she nods and she runs and she's like, "Thank you." And Deku just nods. And we're just gonna make a random name. Derek. No, not Derek. I don't know. Fuck it. Damien Stone. There, yeah, Damien Stone. He's like Damien Stone. It's 20. Oh wow, your family. Ooh, you had a rough life. You jumped out of high school at the age of 8. Oh, you're a bully too. Ooh, you've done small steps. You've attack innocent people. Huh? Would you look at that? Sexually assaulted a woman before? See, you're the people who I hate the most. How you think you have power. That's what you love, not having power over people. Having install fear into them. Yeah, I'm gonna do the way. Install fear into them. You you love that. You love having control. But here's the question. Here's the better question. What do you fear the most? What's your greatest fear? Because trust me, I'm very, very good at installing fear into my victims. Just like you. But there's a teeny tiny difference between you and I. See, while you like to play with people's while you like to play with people's children, yeah, you like to play with women, I like to play with people's sanity. And I love to play with that. And he starts like activate his mental illusion cord, and he starts like this man sees some horrible images, like traumatizing images, and he goes up to him, and he tells him, "Okay, I'll let you go. I'm gonna keep an eye on you, but the moment I see you again, step out of the boundary, and not live a normal life. What I did to you now would seem like a cake after I'm done with you. If you do this again." And he disappears just like the guy just nods, and then Deku knocks him out. But he's like, that I can't give credit to the heroes. So, he sees red paint. So, with the red paint, he makes this symbol. And on each of the bodies, he leaves this symbol. So, it's the next day. And the news everywhere. And Alma's watching the news, and Ness is also watching the news. They're watching the news oh, and yeah, he does so this is the watcher. I think basically he lists his calling card, the calling card, and he tells. So the news and the officer come to the lady. The lady explains what happened. She doesn't know who the man is, but she saved. All she knows is that wherever the man is, wherever he is, she's grateful for him for saving her and protecting her and her son. She don't care what she did to the man. She don't care. She's just grateful that her son's alive and she's alive, and they're grateful for that. And Nezir receives a report from the police, and he's very concerned because that man has post-traumatic stress. Like he fears, like he doesn't know, like he was in a mess. He couldn't speak, none of that. And so, he calls All Might to come and talk with him. So he calls a lot of pro heroes, and they're hurrying him. They're like, "Does it seem to have a problem?" All Might asks like, "What do you think, Nezu?" He's like, "I don't know. It could be very hard." While his intentions seem good, so far he's just attacking villains. We don't know what his real intentions are, and even then, we know nothing about him. And from witnessing, he was able to take out a group of people, but not only that, but know a lot of information about the guys. That's not something we can take light. From what we could tell, this guy can get your information, and mentally wise, he can mess with your brain. So I'll be careful if we encounter this guy. Be careful and do not engage without unless you're pretty sure you can beat him, because we don't know nothing about him, and a person like this can be very very dangerous. And I was just thinking like, could it have been awful one? No, it could. It doesn't sound like awful one, but then again, what are these guys' intentions, and how would this affect the society, the hero society? So we're gonna skip to the beginning of the anime. Um, Deku, like his name has gotten bigger. It's like it's near like same level of big. So like all the heroes are worried because he have taken a lot of. He's taken down a few heroes now, and he left a message like all fake heroes shouldn't, not like stand here like shouldn't die, but shouldn't will fall. And so yeah, like he's like literally broke society because some of the people who he saved are like grateful for him. The other people are he's a menace, and we're gonna, and Alma has become more worried about him because so has Aizawa. Nezu too is like very concerned because this is not good for anybody. Like, but at the same time, he's smiling because like this kid is very smart. This person, whoever this kid, girl, woman, man, but from people what they can tell is he's not an adult. He's very smart, and this is like dare I say he might be equal to me or might be even smarter than me. It's like Itaku's like, oh, okay, let's see what this kid has. And meanwhile, at the villain hideout, this has piqued Shigaraki's interest, and all for one, like this kid is very good. So they want to recruit Deku, and we'll skip to Deku. Deku's in chilling in this abandoned warehouse where he's talking to this girl, a friend of his. She's wearing she's a blonde, crazy yandere. Yes, he's talking to Toga. So him and Toga, I wouldn't say they're friends yet, but they've talked from time to time. And like they enjoy each other's company. They're just talking. He knows that she, instead of idolizing Stain, she kind of like she idolizes Stain and the Watcher. Like she idolizes both of them because they're both standing up against the society. But at the same time, like the Watcher's, it's like a whole different layer because he doesn't just. I mean, yeah, killing is fun and everything, but something about him messing with people's sanity is like something that just it intrigues her about him. She doesn't know Deku's the Watcher, and Deku does know that she's idolizes him because they're talking. He also knows Dabi, so him and Dabi are good friends, and he knows he very much figures out that Dabi is the son of Endeavor. So they're talking and everything. Like they wanna help, like they either wanna help Stain or they wanna help the Watcher. They don't care who. They just wanna help either or because it seems like fun. And, Deku just chuckles. It's like yeah, something else. It's like like you can say like you can talk. You're not very normal yourself, Midoriya. It's like ooh, yeah, I mean, you're not wrong, but. You're not right. Well, guys, here's your food. Like he drops out because he drops them food off every once in a while. He's like, I gotta go. Tucker's like, do you really have to? Yes, I'm busy, you know, yeah, I gotta go back to the orphanage. So much, like, why don't you run away? Toga, as much as I do, I kind of do want to finish school. It's like, but that's boring. I'm like, like, probably, but, eh, you know. I'll see you around, guys. Like, don't worry, Toga, I'll come back. I always do, you know that. And, you know, he leaves. But, you know, he just leaves to go do more vigilante work. And, you know, so he's doing his vigilante work where he meets when somebody comes out, like, you watcher. He turns around and he sees this man with a scarf. And I'm gonna leave it up here, guys. I'm gonna leave it here. I probably, yeah, probably salty about this one. That I'm leaving it here, yeah, yep. As I was meaning to watch it. Ooh, boy. So, here we go. Oh, I'm gonna leave it out here. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a blue ball, y'all. I'm gonna leave it out here. That probably salty, but I'm gonna have to leave it right here, okay? So again, Chop, who do you want the ship to be? Like your pick. I hope you enjoy. Your boy is out.